Hi everyone, I'm Dr. John Douillard, and today I want to talk about circadian medicine. In fact, we actually just launched the other day a free master class on circadian medicine. So I invite you all to take our free master class. It's three, probably 45 to 60-minute videos. Actually, there's four. Where I go through all different aspects of circadian medicine. What is circadian medicine? Well, in Ayurveda, the whole premise of Ayurveda was to connect, the fundamental principles of Ayurveda were to connect with the rhythms of nature, to go downstream with the current of nature. How many of you feel exhausted at the end of your day? How many of you feel like life has become a struggle? How many of you feel like you can't get through the afternoon with a dark chocolate or a cup of coffee in the afternoon or in the morning? You feel like you need a boost to get through the day, which means life has become an uphill battle against the grain, paddling your boat upstream against the current. And it doesn't have to be that way. If you look in nature, for the most part, there's not a lot of, struggle. The elk and the deer around here, they're just chilling. And we're working 12 hours a day, coming home for the weekends. It's just an interesting kind of, it's an interesting observation to see how much of a struggle we've made life into. Even our ancestors didn't struggle as hard. When my kids went to Mexico one year and they spent time with the Tarahumara Indians off the grid, and they came back and they were like, "Dad, it's amazing. Like, they wake up, they let the coats out of the pen, they do a few things, and then they go and they play the guitar for the rest of the day." I mean, it's just, they have this incredible time to just be at peace and at one and stillness, and experience silence or stillness within themselves. Something we've desperately lost. So circadian rhythms is more than that. It's living in sync with the natural cycles. We have daily cycles. So in Ayurveda, the morning is the time for kapha, which is structural strength. So you move your body, dig ditches, plow fields. You do all your heavy labor in the morning. Exercise, 75% of the folks who do regular exercise do it in the morning, which is kind of a really important thing. I think it was when one of my daughters was in middle school, she wanted to go to the gym with me in the morning. I used to go at 5 in the morning, go do a workout in the morning, and she said, "I really want to come, I want to work out." I said, "Okay, great." So of course I bought her a membership, which was probably dumb, but I took her to the gym, and we're driving to the gym. It's in the wintertime, it's pitch black, and we're driving, and it's nobody on the road. It's completely empty, and we turn the corner to the gym parking lot, and it's packed with people. And she goes, "What's going on here?" I said, "I know, it's crazy. There's the busiest time of the day is at 5 in the morning. Early in the morning, people who really understand and feel the circadian balance that happens when you exercise in the morning, they do it on a regular basis, which is kind of really interesting. So that's the kapha time of day. And then the middle of the day is the pitta time of day, the fire time of day. And studies show that when we eat a big meal in the middle of the day versus eating a big supper, we lose significant amount of weight, our basal metabolic rate goes up, our cardiovascular function is improved, blood pressure is improved. So many factors are linked to when we eat our food, which is a critical piece of the puzzle that I talk about. And I go into the details and I go into the science of these rhythms in the article, which I think is, or in the master class, that we talk about, which is really cool. So please definitely check that out as well. The master class, because the understanding how to live in sync with these rhythms is critical. In the afternoon, the nervous system, the vata, kicks into gear. And if you didn't put enough gas in your tank at lunch in the middle of the day, the most important meal of the day, in the afternoon you're going to crash. So when I teach Ayurveda at a couple of the Ayurveda colleges around the country, I would always tell my students, the first question you should ask your patients, and I'm asking you that, is how do you feel at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon? How do you feel? Do you feel like you're crashing and burning? You just need to come home and hit the couch. You need to have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee or something to get you through the afternoon. Is that how you live your life? And because that's the nervous system time of day. So if your brain didn't get enough fuel from lunch or deliver it because of digestive weak links, and you're crashing and burning at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's an emergency stress. And if that emergency stress is repetitive and chronic every single day, It's going to force your body to go into debt, borrow money from Peter to pay Paul. It'll burn out your adrenals, your reproductive hormones, your blood sugar, your thyroid. All these things begin to happen as a result of you pushing against the grain, paddling upstream, which is fine once in a while. You all got to do it. But if it's a day after day event, you're going to run out of gas. And that's why circadian medicine is so critical. It's now Nobel Prize winning science. Something Ayurveda talked about as fundamental 101 Ayurveda. You need to know how to live in sync with the rhythms. Understanding the seasonal cycles, what to eat in which season, which is the second video I talk about. You know, how to eat seasonally. Of course, I've written a lot about that, but there's some new research that I share in these videos that is just so amazing about the benefits, how the bugs change from one season to the next, and how we inoculate our gut bugs, which affect our mood and our health and our immunity, by eating the foods in season that are organic and pesticide-free and all that. And that's just a natural thing that we do. And how our enzymes are shifting seasonally to digest certain foods that are in season, and how we are, whether we know it or not, or like it or not, we're connected to those rhythms of nature. There ain't anything we can do about it. Our enzymes for wheat and amylase and starches are increasing in the fall and decreasing in the spring, when there is no wheat or grain to be harvested. So we are circadian beings. We need to start acting like them. So I talk about all these different seasons. I talk about monthly cycles, seasonal cycles, daily cycles, sleep cycles. So important to really understand this. So please, I invite you guys, check out my new master class. Go to lifespa.com, sign up for free. It's all 100% free. It's about 4 hours or so of video knowledge, and I think one of my best free classes that I've given so far. So please check it out at lifespa.com. It's the free master class on circadian medicine. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.